Hey everyone, welcome back to Rust Buddies. Just wanted to give everybody a quick update on the D100 project. I have had a tremendous amount of struggle getting the motor running the way I want it to. We did a quick tune-up, which is points, condensers, spark plug wires, even went as far as changing the oil and doing all those things that you would normally do to try and get the motor running. Adjusted the carb, made sure that the timing was set properly, and none of it helped us get the motor running smoothly, and it always had a rough idle. So I decided to kind of step up and do a quick compression check to find out what was going on with the car. And so the compression check showed something that I suspected, but I wasn't sure about just yet. And so basically what we ended up doing was checking the compression. Here, let me open this. Sorry guys. Checking the compression and had to end up doing this. So we found that the two cylinders here and here were low on compression. And when I say low, I mean like zero compression, like maybe 20 pounds or something like that in this cylinder, and zero in that one there. And then also all the other cylinders checked out pretty well, except for this one up here, which was also low, probably low about 70 pounds of compression. Motor is kind of, it's kind of weird. It's got some crud built up on it, and so my initial instinct is to yank the whole motor out and rebuild the whole thing. I just don't have the time, the energy, or the desire to do that. And so I think that what I'm going to do is just go ahead and fix what was wrong with it, which initially I thought, at least on this side, we were going to have a blown head gasket between the two cylinders, and the compression was fluctuating or moving from one cylinder to the other instead of actually compressing. But I found out that that's not the case. Here my scrap pile, I looked at both head gaskets, and both head gaskets are fantastic. But as soon as I took the heads off, I was able to find out why. And this is something I've never seen. I've heard about, but I've never seen before. So let me move these over. And so for the number one cylinder, which is this one here, I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's a little bit of a wear on the valve here and here. Sorry, here and up here. See how that one sits where it's nice and flat? This one's got some wear and it's kind of sunken in there a little bit. So that's the number one piston or cylinder, and that was so the compression was leaking through the valve there. But then also where it becomes super transparent on what was going on with the other side is when we flip this head over. Sorry guys, getting ready for work, don't want to get all dirty. So when you look at this cylinder, obviously two of those pistons were not firing, and the reason they weren't firing was because there was zero compression. Look at that one valve right there, zero compression. Valve is burnt, all the air is coming right through that valve and out, so there's no compression. And that's one cylinder. And then this is the worst cylinder right here. Look at that. Holy cow. That one valve, that one exhaust valve right there was just destroying. Well, it's been destroyed. And I think that I read up on it, and the reason for that is that the valve stem or the valve guide is kind of it's probably got too much play in it, and it's moving around in there and it's eating away at the valves. But it's kind of weird, how it's in these two cylinders. I've never really seen that before. But then again, I mean, what do I know? I'm not a mechanic that does this every day. So yeah, that's where we are right now. That's why the motor really didn't have all that much power, and it just idled extremely rough. So I'm gonna drop these off today at the machine shop, see if I can get them to do a quick head job. Well, not quick, this is gonna be extensive. We gotta figure out exactly what caused the valves to wear like that. And then I'm sure I'm gonna have to buy at least 3 valves, 3 exhaust valves, which on Rock Auto aren't too expensive. And then they'll have to check all the other valves, and then hopefully we can assemble the motor. I'll probably end up cleaning all that. I bought a gasket kit, so I'll probably end up cleaning all of that with some diesel fuel, and then rechanging the oil. Probably end up taking the oil pan off as well, and cleaning that out, and cleaning as much of the bottom of the engine as I possibly can. And then obviously I'll reseal the whole motor, hopefully prevent a lot of these leaks that led up to all of this buildup on the side of the motor removed and or fixed. And then I'll slap it all back together, and hopefully we'll have a nice smooth running motor. Oh, and by the way, we also bought a Phytech EFI kit for this engine. It's a used kit. It's inside the garage, but got a super deal on it from a guy on OfferUp. Super guy. Really was a nice guy, and just decided to go a different route, and sold me the EFI kit at a great price. So I'm happy about that. We'll be able to be fuel injected in the motor. I've got a nice Edelbrock card to accept the fuel injection kit. I'm sorry, intake. I have a nice Edelbrock intake to accept that fuel injection kit. And then yeah, I think once we do that, the motor issues are going to be solved with this truck, and hopefully we can get it on the road and enjoy it. It really is a super truck, man. I love this truck. Love this truck. Haven't been able to do anything with the body or clear coat it or anything like that, but at some point I will. And then I'm gonna drive the hell out of this thing. So anyways, yep, so that's the update with the D100. And yep, I'm gonna drop these heads off, and I'll let you guys know what's going on after they're done, and maybe I'll even film putting them back on the truck. So all right, everybody, thank you again for watching. Like, subscribe, and comment. See you guys next time.